Good morning and welcome to another episode of Good Work Southwest Florida. I'm your host, Kayla Boronell, and today we are cooking up tradition. We have Amy Snyder and Rosette Gerbosi here to talk to us today about an amazing event. Good morning, ladies. How are you guys?
Good morning. Fine, thank you.
Good morning. Thank you.
And if you want to just tell me a little bit about the upcoming event, Cooking Up Tradition, can you let me know a little bit about that?
Sure. This is a fundraising event for the Holocaust Museum and Education Center of Southwest Florida. It is a luncheon at a private home in Quail West, and we'll be the theme is focusing on the Holocaust Survivor Cookbook, which has 2 volumes. And in the second volume, one of our local survivors, Rosette, her story is featured along with some of her family recipes.
Perfect. And being that the Holocaust was such a tough time in history, and this book highlights your family stories and recipes, how did food play a part in, keeping the legacy alive of your family? Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, because my mother was a cook. She was a professional cook. That's how she made a living when she was a young girl. And food in our house was very important. She was a fantastic cook. Her Jewish cooking as well as her French cooking was just unbelievable. She used to keep a fish in the bathtub so that it would be fresh to make gefilte fish for Passover. That's how serious a cook she was. And everybody was invited to our house for holiday dinners. It was really very special.
Wow.
That's what I remember about her. Yes, everything was made from scratch, of course.
And we have this legacy in this book with different other family stories and recipes. What kind of food can people expect to see at this event?
Well, we've pulled recipes from both the original Holocaust Survivor Cookbook as well as the second edition, Miracles and Meals. And there will be a vegetarian version of, I forgot what it is. A vegetarian pate, I think, a vegetarian. And there is the traditional, a cold borscht, a beet soup, and let's see, I just looked at the menu today. It is brisket with a potato kugel, and then for dessert it will be one of Rosette's recipes, which is a chocolate mousse cake.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
Yes, it is.
And can you tell me a little bit about how you all plan to use food to represent this amazing and rich legacy of these people who went through this experience and their ancestors who came out on the other side of it? Can you tell me how food will play a part in that?
Well, I think it just binds people together because everybody knows there are certain traditional foods that are used for certain holidays. Chicken soup, brisket, potato latkes for Hanukkah, and everybody still does it to this day. So this is how we bring the past to the present, and we hope that our children will continue the tradition of making these wonderful foods.
Perfect.
And with the Holocaust Museum, we created a curriculum called Cooking Up Hope, How Tradition Builds Community. And so this event is sort of a play off of that, but it's a curriculum that we developed with Pine Ridge Middle School, and the students would start with learning about the Holocaust and the survivor stories and cooking the recipes in the Holocaust Survivor Cookbook. And throughout the curriculum, they would then look at their own families and what are the traditions in their families, what are the food traditions and the religious traditions and the cultural traditions, and the concept of traditions help us to build strong families, and strong families build strong communities. So they start with the story of the Holocaust and they end with the story of their own family.
Wow, and so y'all are using food to show this experience and to represent the tradition and the importance of tolerance and respect amongst our community, which is an amazing thing. And I know that you have a lot of speaking engagements where you speak to the community. Can you tell me a little bit about what you do, being that you are a local Holocaust survivor? How do you teach the people in our community about those important things like tolerance and respect of community? How do you go about that?
Well, I tell them my story. I was born in Paris, France. As a little girl, I was hidden by my parents, and 2 weeks after I was hidden in the south of France, they were arrested and sent to Auschwitz, and they were killed. And I teach them how we suffered persecution, and because of the fact that we were Jewish, nothing else. And I teach these children to promote tolerance and teach these children to respect each other, to love each other, to protect each other, and not to suffer abuse, to report any abuse whatsoever. And I think it's pretty effective, and they're very grateful that I do tell my story.
It's an amazing story to
Yes,
read.
it
I
is.
know when I had an opportunity to read it for myself, my heart was touched by hearing your story. And I know that at this event, the hearts and minds of the people who are attending will be touched not only through the stories, but through the food as well. Can you tell me a little bit about the event and what time it'll be and how other people can be involved with the center?
Sure. Well, the event itself is on December 3rd, which is a week and a half away now. It's actually sold out. So this is the first time
Wow.
we've done an event like this, and to have sold out is very exciting. So we're really thrilled about that. But we will be looking, because it's already such a popular idea, we'll be looking at other ways that we can incorporate this same topic with the Holocaust Survivor Cookbook. We've done programs before, but we'll be looking at how we can do more. But if people want to know more about the Holocaust Museum or to get involved with our programs, they can certainly call us at 239-263-9200 or visit our website, Holocaust Museum, Southwest Florida, holocaustmuseum.swfl.org, and find out what's going on.
Thank you so much for joining us, ladies, and we are so happy to have had you here and for you to share your special stories. Now, if you want to cook like Rosette, make sure you go to check out their website for their cookbook. But first, let's take a look at this photo submitted to us, our first one submitted to Good Work Southwest Florida, of Rich and Joy Faya at the Naples International Film Festival. I really like that dress. And if you have any photos that you would also like to share with us, tweet us, #GoodWorkSouthwestFlorida. And now for my favorite part, we'll hear from Brandi Broxson, who is now in our newsroom. Brandi, how's it going?
Everything's going great, Kayla. And tell me, which was your favorite recipe of Rosette's?
I am loving that chocolate cake. I want to try that.
Looked really good, right?
Yeah.
I'm Brandi Broxson, editor of the Journal at Naples Daily News, your go-to source for charity news in Naples. And I'm here to give you a sneak peek at what's going on in the philanthropic community this week. Know someone who is passionate about giving back to the community? Ooh La La Jewels du Jour is seeking nominations for its newly created Ooh La La Ladies Program of Recognition. The program was designed by sisters and co-owners Amy Turner and Tammy Turner Kipp as part of their year-long 5th anniversary celebration. 12 women will be selected to become official Ooh La La Ladies. This program will celebrate local women who exhibit the 3 C's: character, community involvement, and charitable giving of time, treasures, and talents. Each month, a nominee will be selected to be named that month's Ooh La La Lady. They will be featured in media releases, ad campaigns, store displays, and social media. To nominate a woman to be considered, email a short bio and photo to Brian Woolas at brian@oolalanaples.com. Nominations are due by December 12th. And Taste of Bonita drew quite the crowd on Saturday and Sunday. This year's festival, which included a barbecue cook-off, concert, and crafts fair, also featured a little something new. Taste of Bonita held its inaugural wine fest, and attendees sipped and sampled more than 50 wines from around the world. The Wine Fest and Taste of Bonita benefited the Rotary Club of Bonita Springs Noon Foundation, who provides scholarships and funding to local charities. Now, I spoke to event organizer Mike Prioletti, and he said the final tally for money raised won't be available for a few weeks, but count on us to bring you the information on an upcoming show. With Thanksgiving just around the corner, many Southwest Florida residents are busy prepping for a feast with family. This is also the busiest time of the year for local nonprofits, including the Salvation Army. The nonprofit has been hard at work putting together boxes complete with all the fixings for a family meal to distribute to the needy. Communications coordinator Elisa Kokari said in the last 2 months the Salvation Army has seen a large increase in food assistance requests. There are 500 registered families in Immokalee and 1,700 registered families in Naples who will receive food and toy assistance for Thanksgiving meals and for Christmas. If you'd like to help the Salvation Army, you can drop off your Thanksgiving food donations at its toy shop located at 3360 US 41 East in Naples from Monday through Friday, 9 to 3 p.m. The nonprofit is also looking for volunteers to help in its toy shop and to put together holiday food packages. And if you yourself need assistance during the holidays, you can submit an application to NaplesChristmasCheer.com through December 5th. Have a piece of philanthropic news I should know about? Email me at bkbroxson@naplesnews.com or tweet me at Brandi Broxson. And Kayla, can you tell us who's coming up next week?
Absolutely. We'll have a representative from #GivingTuesday who will talk to us about how we can pay it forward during the holiday season. But make sure that you're also following us on Twitter, #GoodWork SouthwestFlorida. And until next time, good work, Southwest Florida.